Okay, my guy's working. El mejor regalo para Pablo. So I'm going to read the book and you can kind of roll with me. El mejor regalo para Pablo. Había una vez un chico, se llamaba Pablo. Pablo y sus padres vivían en una casita en Bogotá, Kentucky. Su padre era inspector, trabajaba mucho. Su madre era cocinera. A ella le gustaba hacer pasteles y postres. Pablo era un buen chico, ayudaba a otras personas. Pablo tenía muchos amigos. Los domingos, ellos jugaban fútbol en el parque. Todos los veranos, Pablo iba de vacaciones con sus padres. Los otoños, Pablo y su familia iban a la casa de sus abuelos en Toad Hop, Indiana. A Pablo le gustaban los trenes. Su abuela le contaba cuentos de cuando ella era niña. Pablo pensaba que sus cuentos eran más interesantes que ver la televisión. A veces Pablo no obedecía a sus padres, pero no mucho. Pablo siempre celebraba su cumpleaños con una fiesta. Muchos de sus amigos venían a la fiesta. Y Pablo recibía muchos regalos. Pero había una cosa que Pablo quería más que nada. Quería un perro. Cuando tenía 11 años, sus padres le dieron una sorpresa. ¡Un perro! El perro era blanco y tenía mucha energía. Pablo les decía a todos los vecinos sobre su perro nuevo. Pablo pasaba mucho tiempo con su perro. Jugaba fútbol con su perro en el parque. Corría en la playa con su perro. Y tiraba su frisbee a su perro y el perro lo cogía con su boca. Pablo amaba a su perro y su perro amaba a Pablo. Su perro era su mejor amigo y ellos vivieron felices para siempre. So scoot back to our slide. Okay, so notice it says number 2 on my slide. So you want to be on the same slide as I am. And then notice you have this goofy looking piece of paper here that has a bunch of numbers on it. Notice the first one, you see number 2 and the answers are already written there. You see the answers already written?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we'll be doing is we're going to locate the actual verb in the sentence. And then we have to use our death law descriptions to figure out why we are using this tense. So I'm going to circle the 2 verbs that are already written down for you. So we have había written down, right? And se llamaba. Do you remember what había means?
Isn't it like I or something?
Yep, it's from the verb I, right?
It's like haber.
It's from the verb haber. So I was saying there was or there were. So if I'm saying there was a boy, which of the reasons from death laws am I using? Description. And because this is the most common one, I'm not going to write the whole word description. I'm going to do an abbreviation and write description. DSC. How about the next one? His name was Pablo. What's the reason? Why is this imperfect and not the other tense?
His name is, or no.
His name was Pablo. There's an emotion.
Oh, it's description.
It is, once again, it's a description. You got it. Notice that you have those verbs written and you have the reasons already written, right? So now we're going to go to slide 3. And on your paper, there's only one line. Number 3, right? That must be there's only one verb up here. Which of these words is the verb? And you write it down. So you'll know if it's imperfect that it will end with ia or aba, right? Those are the 2 patterns. So which of these words end with ia or aba? So on your paper, you will write that verb. Then look at your choices, your reason choices. Why are we using imperfect tense? Not emotion. So you're telling me the location, but what is that thing? I'm telling you what about the location?
Description.
So it is a description, but I'm describing the location, right? In a home in Kentucky. Okay, scooting to the next one. Slide 4. All right, we got 2 verbs here.
Era.
Era.
Trabajar.
Trabajar. So what is the reason why?
Description.
Description. What am I describing?
His dad. Inspector.
His what?
Inspector.
So he was an inspector. So what is that? If I have my stood thing going on?
Oh yeah.
Occupation. So I go OCC. En trabajaba mucho. Take your notes and flip your notes over and look to see, are there any clue words here that would indicate it's a habitual piece? Mucho. So this is a clue word. He used to work a lot. So this is making it turn to used to. So that's helping me know it's used to and not that he was working in this slide. Does that make sense? So this is your, I'm going to write habit because I don't write the whole word out. It takes forever. Okay, let's go to 5. Su madre era cocinera. Ella le gustaba hacer pasteles y postres. Era.
And Gustavo.
So before you shout out the reason why, I want you to think about it for a sec. Okay, so why were you choosing to use era?
Description.
Of what?
Occupation.
Occupation, you got it. And le gustaba. What does gustar mean? To love or to like. So do we have any reason in our chart that would have the word to love or to like or to need or to want? So it is an emotion, but it's also a verb. So it's an emotion it's a verb of. So take a peek at The D, the last D in Decwad's description. Gustar, querer, odiar, no gustar. Those are all desires. So those are our verbs that have an emotion attached to them. So once again, am I describing a desire? Am I describing the occupation? So you notice the common theme here, description?
Yeah.
All right, keep on going. Pablo era un buen chico, ayudaba a otras personas.
Eva.
Era and
Ayudaba.
ayudaba. Okay, why is this using era?
Description.
What is it describing?
Boy.
Boy. Ayudaba, the verb to help. Who would struggle with this one? So what do you think this is saying in English, that sentence?
To help other people.
So think about it in the past. So now you're saying it in the past tense. He what?
He helped other people.
So if he helped other people, he only did it one time.
Helping.
He what?
Helping. Or no.
So if this was a motion picture, you could say he was helping other people. But what else? If he didn't just do it one time. Huh?
Help. Like help.
It's more habitual, even though it doesn't say he always did it. Isn't it assumed? So if he's this kind of kid, this is proving, this is the, remember I told you about evidence, if you're going to say something some way, this should be the evidence. So this is your evidence. So if he's being a good kid, he habitually helps other people. So translating it in English, Pablo was a good boy. He used to help other people. Pablo tenía muchos amigos. Los domingos ellos jugaban fútbol en el parque. Tenía and jugaban. All right, take a look at your reason choices. And some of these have more than one answer. So what do you guys think for this one? So are you saying that what his age was? No. He had a lot of friends.
Description.
It is a description. It's also something else. Is that a clue word?
Yeah, sure.
So both work. He's saying how many friends he had, but that is a habitual clue word. How about jugaban?
Is that action in progress?
It is an action in progress. You are correct. So it's an action in progress in the past, but there's something else here that we need to pay close attention to.
This is what.
Oh, it's a day of the week.
It is a day of the week, and that's not saying El Domingo. It's not saying just one Sunday, right?
Every Sunday.
It's saying every Sunday. So it is habitual and an action because every Sunday he would play we get lots of practice with the habitual one. If you wrote action in progress, you are not incorrect because it is. But you also need to notice that. And if you don't say action, but you say habit, you are correct as well. Did you have a question?
No.
Oh. All right. We got next one. Todos los veranos Pablo iba de vacaciones con sus padres.
Even.
Iba, which is our other irregular verb. This is the verb ir. In present tense, it's voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. In perfect, it's iba, ibas, iba, íbamos, iban. What do we got for a reason?
Description.
Huh?
Oh,
What is? Do you see why I gave you guys the Quizlet to be working on these? The faster that you can start recognizing these habitual clue words. Because this is saying every single summer he would do this. So we got Iban and Le Gustaban. What's our reason for Iban?
habit.
Los otoños.
Every fall.
Every single fall. Every fall they would go to a grandparents' house. And what about our reason for Gustaban?
The desire.
Desire. I'm gonna stop with this one. We're not gonna do this one yet. So what I have for you make sure you look at the directions. Highlight or underline any imperfect clue word in the sentence. So you can start practicing seeing those in context. So when we come back next class I have you, the first thing we'll do will be going over the answers and explaining why.
So it's like homework.
So this is like homework. You're gonna have homework for the next couple weeks or so.